KCNG Shard, all stations. I will be calling the Friday Night Fun at exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. Repeating, I will be calling the Friday Night Fun at exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. And Kerry K9 MEP will be live streaming and recording the net. This is KCNG Shard recording. We stand by the net. Well, good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXE Repair in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is Case 9G Star. I'm located here in Freeport. I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. This is what this hobby ramp radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is providing on-air meeting place to all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 minus offset. You need to have that programmed in your radio in order to have access to the repeater. This is the Friday Night Fun Net with Jimmy Dorsey, K9GCR. It's a live stream on YouTube at youtube.com/Tatlow. You don't need to register for YouTube or Facebook to listen to this live stream. Just go to YouTube and then search for Kerry Tatlow live stream. Okay, that's Kerry, Kilo, Echo, Romeo, Yankee, Tatlow, Tango, Alpha, Tango, Lima, Oscar, Whiskey. You should find tonight's FunNet live stream listed there. Click it and listen in. Those of you who are listening on YouTube, if you want to check in, just contact Kerry K9MAP, and he in turn will relay your internet check-in to me via the radio or via the telephone. So, okay. Here's if you're out in the sticks, you can hear the repair, but you can't get to it because you don't have internet access, you're too far away from it, or the conditions are not good. You can give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline. Area code E15-232-3636, 232-FN, 232-3636. The local Freeport number. You can check it on the, take your check-in over the phone, provide check-in on the radio first if at all possible. This is a special St. Patrick's Day edition of Friday Night Fun Net. I'm using green ink as for my check-ins. I'm going to ask everybody, are you going to be celebrating St. Patrick's Day? What do you got planned for this coming Tuesday? So, also, that will be the topic tonight. Of course, we'll take short-time molestations. If you have something you got going on with your family, or something you want to watch on TV, if you're just driving through, you're just passing through, you just want to concentrate on your driving, we'll take your short-time check-ins. If you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. Then we'll do our regular features. We'll do the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, DMR, FT8, GMRS. If you have any technical questions, we'll do our best to answer them for you. One ham last week wanted to know how to some about a dummy load. Hopefully that station is listening. He'll check back in. Then, okay, let me reset. Then we'll do the Friday Night Fun Net contest /DX Corner. Did you make any DX contests last week? It's going to be a big DX weekend this weekend with the Wisconsin QSO party coming up this Sunday. If you have any DX reports, we will sure love to hear from you. I made 2 of them last Sunday. Then we'll have we'll do the swap net. You have any items to buy, sell, trade, or want related to hobbies, ramps, radio, or computers? Well, definitely do that. Okay, with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. By the way, I've got 2 early check-ins. K9MAP, Kerry, called this afternoon, and K9MED, Mike, and Rochelle, he called me. Okay, with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short-time mobilizations I'd like to check in this time? Please go now.
Yeah, Jimmy, this is Whiskey 9, Whiskey Bravo Bravo, Steve in Rockford, short time, no traffic.
Whiskey 9, Whiskey Bravo Bravo, Steve in Rockford, got you checked in, Steve. Thanks for checking in, Southern. Have a good evening, enjoy your weekend. And happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Any more short time mobilizations you want to check, please go now.
K9JAA, Jeff from Rockford, K9JAA. Short time.
K9JAA, Jeff in Rockford, okay, Jeff, I got your short checked in short time, 7-3. Have a good evening, enjoy your weekend, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Any more short time on motor stations you want to check in, please call now.
KC9ICH, Rockford, portable, short time, no traffic.
KC9ICH, good evening, Robert. Checking in short time, their portable works good, sounds good, signals good. 7-3, thank you for checking in. You have a good evening, enjoy your weekend, happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Any more short time on mobile stations, the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now.
KE9, Echo Victor Golf, Bud in Loves Park, short time, no traffic.
KE9, Echo Victor Golf. Finally got your call sign right. Thanks, Bud, for checking in. 7-3, have a good evening, and enjoy your weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Any more short time on mobile stations, the Friday Night Fun Day, please call now. One more time, any more short time on mobile stations I'd like to check in, please call now. Okay, we had 4 short time stations, so we'll go ahead with general check-ins. Any general check-ins with Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. One more time, do we have any general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call KC9GCR. Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and I'll just do my traffic. Tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, the Freeport Public Library, we will be having our monthly meeting of the Stevenson County Repeater Association. We meet on the second Saturday of each month at 11 a.m. at the Freeport Public Library, second floor boardroom. Although I think last month we met at a different room at the library, so we met downstairs. So we'll see it happens this time around. Again, a monthly meeting of the Stevenson County Repeater Association will take place tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. at the Freeport Public Library. If you're not doing anything, come on over. It's packed the place. Okay, weekly Friday morning breakfast. Meets every Friday morning from 7:30 a.m. until about 9 a.m. We order breakfast at 8 a.m. It's an informal gathering of hand folks, no affiliations necessary, good food and good company. Everyone is welcome to attend. It's held at the Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Loves Park, Illinois, 61111. Once again, the weekly Friday morning ham breakfast from 7:30 a.m. until about 9 a.m. You order breakfast at 8 a.m. Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Loves Park, Illinois, 61111. I wonder how much of a turnout they had today. So, okay. Tomorrow morning, the Greater Boyd Naps Radio Club will hold its monthly meeting and breakfast. The Greater Boyd Naps Radio Club, G-Park, meets monthly on the second Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. at Denny's Restaurant, the Flying J Truck Stop, Illinois 75 and I-9039. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of hand talk. They'll be meeting tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Once again, the Greater Boyd Naps Radio Club monthly meeting at Denny's Restaurant, the Flying J Truck Stop, Illinois 75 and I-90 39. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of hand talk. Okay, do we have any general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. This is KH9GCR of the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD Repeat in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central Area Report. Do we have any general check-ins? I'd like to check in this time. Please go now.
KC9RUH checking in, Jim.
KC9RUH. Okay, Joe. I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes around table. Thank you for checking in. Any more general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Well, okay, Joe, I'll tell you what, for whatever reason, this has been going on for several nights. We've had a slow turnout for as far as general check-ins go. I don't know what's going on. Joe, what's going on with you? Are you doing anything for St. Patrick's Day this coming Tuesday, or is it just another day for you?
This year's just another day, Jim, not like it used to be. Since I'm on here, yeah, those winds we had today, I had a large tree come down in my yard. Luckily, it missed the house or my tower, but it did land in the yard and take out part of my fence. It's a pretty large tree, so when I take the wife to dialysis tomorrow, I'm going to work on cutting that up, getting it out of my yard.
Well, it's better to have your fence go than to have your house go. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm not complaining because nothing like some of those other towns got, like Kankakee, and that was terrible. All those tornadoes that went through. But yeah, I was listening here, Jim, and I thought the same thing, that it's awful quiet for a Friday night.
It's been that way for a few weeks now. I don't know the reason why. It never used to be this way. I don't know what's going on. But okay. Speaking of your wife, how is she doing?
Doing okay for now. You know, every day's a challenge, but she's getting there.
That's good. That's good. We're continuing to pray for her. Okay, Joe. Thanks for checking in. I don't know if you're going to be around for a second round, but I want to get more check-ins for first before we even get a second round for the round table here. So, Joe, thanks for checking in. 73. Have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. If I don't talk to you again. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call KH9GCR. Okay, well, I got one more piece of traffic here. Monday, March 23rd, it's a National Weather Service Chicago Romeoville will be putting on a weather seminar. I've been calling it a weather spotter class, but it's a weather seminar. It'll take place on Monday, March 23rd, 2026, from 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. at the UIC Health Science Campus, 1601 Parkview Avenue, Rockford, Illinois, 61107. Registration is required. The topic is going to be beyond the warning. And another topic, among the discussions will be how to prepare for severe weather and other topics. Again, the National Weather Service Chicago Romeoville will be putting on a weather seminar Monday, March 23rd, 2026 from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the UIC Health and Science Campus, 1601 Parkview Avenue, Rockford, Illinois, 61107, I should say. Registration is required. The topic's going to be beyond the warning, and how to prepare for severe weather, and they'll be talking about other topics. Okay. If I can get a ride over there, I sure would love to go there and be there. There is no weather spotter class here in Freeport this year at Highland Community College. The National Weather Service decided to cancel it due to the fact that they don't want to spread take any chance on spreading the measles or what have you. Everything's going to be virtual. Okay. Are there any more stations would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
K0SDZ, this will probably have to be a short time, Jim. K0SDZ, back to net.
K0SDZ, K0 San Diego Zoo. Okay, that sounds good, Bill. Hey, thanks for checking in, Southern. Have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you and your family. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, as far as the weather goes, tomorrow it's going to be in the low 40s for high temperatures, and Sunday it's supposed to get in there probably 55. Now, we'll have to wait and see what happens Sunday night or Monday morning. They're talking about scattered snow showers here, but I think up around Wisconsin, I think they're going to be under a blizzard warning. Green Bay is supposed to be supposed to get anywhere up to 3 feet of snow. Folks, I'm not kidding you. This is what they're predicting what's going to happen. You'll just have to wait and see. Should anything happen, Winnebago County Skywarn will keep you posted on the 147.195 repeater. So we'll just see what happens. Do we have any more stations we want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. To kill some time here, I have an Irish pub food cookbook. It's more than 35 classic Irish recipes. It's backed by the men. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to read a recipe for Guinness beef stew. Okay. 3 tablespoons vegetable oil divided. 3 pounds of boneless beef chuck roast cut into 1-inch pieces. 2 medium onions chopped. 3 stalks celery chopped. 3 tablespoons all-purpose flour. 1 tablespoon minced garlic. 1 tablespoon tomato paste, 2 teaspoons chopped fresh thyme, 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt, 1/2 teaspoon black pepper, 1 bottle, about 15 ounces of Guinness. That's a beer, in case you don't know what that is. 1 cup reduced to sodium beef broth, 3 carrots cut into 1-inch pieces, 4 small turnips peeled and cut into 1-inch pieces, 4 medium Yukon Gold potatoes peeled and cut into 1-inch pieces, 1/4 cup finely chopped fresh parsley. Okay, let me reset. This is K-Son-G-Star, the Friday Night Fun Net. On the W9XC Repair and Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Center in Freeport. Do we have any stations that like to check in? Please call now. Okay, continuing. 1. Preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Heat 2 tablespoons oil in Dutch oven over medium-high heat until almost smoking. Cook beef in 2 batches, about 10 minutes or until browned on all sides. Remove the plate. 2. Add remaining 1 tablespoon oil to Dutch oven. Heat over medium heat. Add onions and celery. Cook about 10 minutes or until softened and onions are translucent, stirring occasionally. 3. Add the flour, garlic, tomato paste, thyme, salt, and pepper. Cook and stir 1 minute. Stir in Guinness, scraping up brown bits from the bottom of Dutch oven. Return beef to Dutch oven, stir in broth. 4. Cover and bake 1 hour. Stir in carrots, turnips, and potatoes. Cover and bake about 1 hour, 20 minutes, or until beef and vegetables are tender. Stir in parsley. It makes 6 servings. That's your recipe for Guinness beef stew. This is from the Irish Pub Food Cookbook. Do we have any stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
N4 WGN, Bob over here in Freeport, Jimmy, about a mile west of you.
N4 WGN, hello Bob. What's going on with you?
Well, Jimmy, it's been an interesting week. I won't bore anybody with the details, but just trust me, it's been an interesting week. Anyway, I'm home for a little bit. I'm going to be taking off in, I don't know, 15 minutes, whatever. I thought I'd check into the net. I turned it on and ain't much traffic going on, so I figured I'd give you some traffic.
That's good, Bob. I don't know what's going on. It's been this way for several weeks now. I don't understand it at all. There can't be anything that important going on that people are away from their radios. So that's about it. What are you doing for St. Patrick's Day, or is it just another day for you?
Honestly, I really don't know. We'll probably go out to Route 20 Bar and Grill. They have a very good corned beef and cabbage. They even throw a sauerkraut on there too. So, I mean, it's good, and you get a lot of. Put it this way, there's so much food they give you on your plate. You take some home for supper the next night.
That's for sure. I'll tell you what. I tried corned beef and cabbage once. I didn't care for it at all. I'm Irish too. Yeah, I don't like corned beef and cabbage. You said they're going to put sauerkraut on it. I'll tell you what. I don't know if you know this or not, but corned beef and cabbage is not Irish anyway. It originated in Germany.
Yes, I know. But, you know, now check this out, Jimmy. I can eat it on St. Patty's Day, but I can't eat it any other time of the year.
Oh, okay. I understand. A lot of people are that way too, but not me. I want no part of it, but I tell you what, you enjoy it. That's for sure. Well, we're less than 2 weeks from start of baseball season. I just caught a little bit of the score of the USA-Canada game in the World Baseball Classic. USA's ahead to 3-0. So we'll see how that game's going. Just so you'd like to know.
Yeah, I haven't followed that this year. Normally I kind of follow it a little more than I do. Or I've done this year, I should say. Yeah, but, you know, I don't know, Jimmy, I don't even like Reubens. My wife eats them any time of day, any time of year. I don't care for those. I just like it on one day. I find that's interesting. A lot of people do, but now I can't wait till baseball season starts and everything. Just, to me, that's always a sign of warm weather.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Also, one more thing. In Ireland itself, they do not eat corned beef and cabbage. I'll tell you how that came about. In New York City, in Manhattan, of course, the Irish, their main dish was bacon and cabbage. One time they ran out of bacon, so they went over to their German and Jewish neighbors and borrowed their corned beef. That's how this corned beef and cabbage thing originated. But of course, like I said, it actually originated in Germany. So, Bob, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for checking in. If I get a chance, maybe we'll talk on 3-9 later on tonight.
Sounds good to me. We just got home from having dinner. There used to be a restaurant in town called Granny's. It was the old Pizza Hut where Starbucks is at now. He has a restaurant in Lena now called Garden View. Went up there and had supper. Known the guy for years, put out good food, so why not go support him? So anyway, I'm going to run to Walmart here soon. I get some things for the wife, and there's a good possibility that I'd be out here later on 3-9. So have a good night, Jimmy. Hope it picks up for you. And I do know that I seen there on Rara's Facebook page, I think they got a virtual meeting tonight, so that might be one reason why you're slow.
Oh, gee, that's right. I never thought about that. Oh, that explains it. Oh, okay. Well, last year they had theirs on the third Friday, so I guess they're having on this Friday. This being the third. Okay. That's the 14th. That's right. This is their regular meeting day. I forgot about that. Thank you very much, Bob. Have a good evening. Thanks for checking. Maybe we'll talk to you later on 3-9 tonight.
You take it easy, and I'll talk to you later. KC9 GCR N4WJN.
Thanks for checking in, Bob. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Oh boy, I was not aware of that. I forgot. Stand by hotline. This is KC9 GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XG Repeat and Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. That was Ricky, WX9RLT, checking on the hotline. He's not able to get in the repeater tonight, so okay, sounds good. I never thought about it, this being the meeting night for Rara. I apologize. Okay, do we have any more stations wishing to check in? Please go now. Okay, continuing my recipes from the Irish Pub cookbook. It has more than 35 classic Irish recipes. Here's a recipe for a pork tenderloin with cabbage and leeks. Okay, 1/4 cup olive oil plus additional per pan. 1 teaspoon salt. 3/4 teaspoon garlic powder. 1/2 teaspoon dried thyme. 1/2 teaspoon black pepper. 1 pork tenderloin, about 1/4 pounds. 1/4 pounds, I should say. 1/2 medium Savoy cabbage, cored and cut into 1/4 inch slices, about 6 cups in parentheses. 1 small leek, cut in half lengthwise, then cut crosswise into 1/4 inch diagonal slices. 1 to 2 teaspoons cider vinegar. 1. Preheat oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Brush baking sheet with oil. 2. Combine salt, garlic powder, thyme, and pepper in small bowl. Mix well. Stir in 1/4 cup oil until well blended. Brush pork with about 1 tablespoon oil mixture, turning to coat all sides. 3. Combine cabbage and leek in a large bowl. Drizzle with remaining oil mixture. Toss to cold. Spread on prepared baking sheet, top with pork. 4. Roast about, let me reset. 4. Roast about 25 minutes or until pork is 145 degrees Fahrenheit, stirring the cabbage mixture halfway through cooking time. Remove pork to a cutting board. Tent with foil and let stand 10 minutes before slicing. Add vinegar to a cabbage mixture, stir to blend. Makes 4 servings. And here's a tip. If you can't find Savoy cabbage, you can substitute regular green cabbage, but it may take slightly longer to cook. If the cabbage is not crisp, tender when the pork is done, return the vegetables to the oven for 10 minutes or until crisp tender. That's your recipe for pork tenderloin with cabbage and leeks. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, well, I tell you what, let's go ahead with the radio nut jokes. Okay, this is from Roger in N9RJW. He was formerly KB9RJW. You know you're a radio nut when you have a receiver that doesn't have enough coax, and you use an electrical cord in order to make the receiver receive the signals. That's from Roger, N9RJW. Let's see. Alright. Find another one here. Oh boy. I'm not going to read that one. Stand by. Here's a radio nut joke from Steve, W9WFM. I haven't heard from him in a long time in the Coons age. You know you're a radio nut when you count the number of lightning strikes on your tower as battle scars. Yeah. Oh boy. Just a minute. Okay. This is from Paul, W9DWP. I believe he's a silent key now. You know you're a radio nut when your garage is full of all kinds of radio and other related equipment. And another one from Steve. You know you're a radio nut when you like to spend a moonlit night underneath a tower. Do we have any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region? Please call Case on GCR. Okay, here's a recipe I found. Roasted cauliflower with cheddar beer sauce. Okay. 1 large head of cauliflower, about 2 1/2 pounds, trimmed and cut into 1/2 inch slorts. 2 tablespoons vegetable oil divided. 1/2 teaspoon salt divided. 1/2 teaspoon black pepper. 2 medium shallots finely chopped. 2 teaspoons all-purpose flour. 1 cup Irish, 1/2 cup Irish ale. 1 tablespoon spicy brown mustard. 1 tablespoon Worcestershire sauce. 1.5 cups or 6 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese. 1. Preheat oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Line baking sheet with foil. 2. Combine cauliflower, 1 tablespoon oil, 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper in medium bowl. Toss the cold. Spread in single layer on prepared baking sheet. 3. Roast 25 minutes or until tender and lightly brown, stirring occasionally. 4. Meanwhile, prepare sauce. Heat remaining 1 tablespoon oil in medium saucepan over medium heat. Add shallots. Cook and stir 3 to 4 minutes or until tender. Add flour and remaining 1/4 teaspoon salt. Cook and stir 1 minute. Add ale, mustard, and Worcestershire sauce. Bring to a simmer over medium-high heat. Reduce heat to medium-low. Add cheese by 1/4 cupfuls, stirring until cheese is melted before adding next addition. Cover and keep warm over low heat, stirring occasionally. 5. Transfer the roasted cauliflower to large serving bowl, top with cheese sauce. Serve immediately. Needs 4 to 6 servings. There's your recipe for roasted cauliflower with cheddar beer sauce. Do we have any more stations? I'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call KSNG.
89 YBG, Dale.
89 YBG, good evening, Dale. What's going on with you?
Well, with that wind we had last night, one of my antennas on the roof, the beam antenna got bent over. It didn't get hurt, it's bent all the way over, but it's just touching the roof, but I got to get up there and cut it and re-put it back up. It'll be a little shorter, but I knew that pipe wasn't too strong, and that wind let me know. K9 YBG, back to you.
This is KSNGCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD Repair in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Okay, Dale, are you doing anything for St. Patrick's Day, or is it just another day for you?
Yeah, just another day for me.
That's the way it is for me too. I'll probably wear a green shirt or something like that, but that's about it. I don't drink, and I'm not crazy about Irish cooking, as I said earlier in the net. I don't like corned beef and cabbage, and I'm Irish too, and anyway, like I said, corned beef and cabbage did not originate in Ireland. It originated in Germany. So, okay, so, Dale, thanks for checking in. Okay, do we have any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, I'm gonna read a recipe for herbed pork with the potatoes and green beans. What's going on? Okay, 2 tablespoons chopped fresh thyme, 2 tablespoons chopped fresh rosemary, 2 cloves garlic minced, 2 teaspoons salt, 3/4 teaspoon black pepper, 1/4 cup olive oil, 1 1/2 pounds fingerling potatoes cut in half lengthwise, about 18 to 2 to 3 inch potatoes. It has in parentheses. 1 pound green beans, 2 pork tenderloins, about 12 ounces each. 1. Preheat oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Combine thyme, rosemary, garlic, salt, and pepper in small bowl. Stir in oil until well blended. 2. Place potatoes in medium bowl. Drizzle with 1/3 of oil mixture. Toss the cold. Range potatoes, cut size down, in rows covering 2/3 of the baking sheet. In parentheses, potatoes should be in a single layer. Do not overlap. Leave remaining 1/3 of baking sheet empty. Let me reset. 3. Roast potatoes for 10 minutes while preparing the beans and pork. Trim green beans placed in the same bowl used for potatoes. Drizzle with 1/3 of oil mixture. Toss to cold. When potatoes have roasted for 10 minutes, remove baking sheet from oven. Arrange green beans on empty 1/3 of baking sheet. Brush all sides of pork with remaining oil mixture. Place on the top of green beans. 4. Roast to 20 to 25 minutes or until pork is 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Remove pork to cutting board. Tent with foil and let stand 10 minutes. Stir vegetables, return to oven. Roast 10 minutes or until golden brown. Sliced pork, serve with vegetables. Makes 4 to 6 servings. That's your recipe for herbed pork with tomatoes, herbed pork with potatoes and green beans. Any more? Do we have any more stations like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, this other cookbook I have in my hands, from the Irish Marching Society Traditional Cookbook. Irish Marching Society, Rockford, Illinois. Okay. Here's the recipe for Irish pancakes. Hold on. Okay, Irish pancakes by Joyce Morgan. 2 cups flour, 3/4 cup white sugar, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon cream of tartar, 1 beaten egg, sour milk or buttermilk. Mix baking powder, salt, and cream of tartar in your hand and shake over flour. Mix beaten eggs with a little sour milk. In parentheses, buttermilk tastes better. Pour into a pouring jug and pour onto a well-heated griddle or frying pan. Serve with butter and syrup. That's your recipe for Irish pancakes. Okay. Okay, here's a little recipe for Canadian cookies. That's committee choice. 6 ounces margarine, 4 ounces sugar, 6 ounces self-rising flour, 1 egg, cornflakes. Cream, margarine, and sugar. Add egg and flour. Roll spoonfuls in cornflakes and bake for 10 to 15 minutes at 375 degrees. There's your recipe for Canadian cookies. Okay. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time, please phone out.
KC9GCR. Here is KC9YI, Kilo Charlie 9 Yankee India.
KC9YI, good evening. Scott, what's going on with you?
Oh, just listening to the radio here a little bit tonight. Listening also to the AAU net on 75 meters, and seems like conditions are fairly reasonable tonight. Worked some YLs a little while ago on 10 meters. They have some kind of YL contest, and so anyway, that's about it. We're getting kind of wondering what kind of weather we're going to have this weekend, and sounds like tomorrow won't be too bad, so we'll be able to have our ham breakfast, and so I think we lucked out there, but Sunday sure doesn't sound very good.
I heard Sunday, at least here in our area, it was supposed to be, high supposed to be 55 degrees. I think, and Monday, Sunday night and Monday, that cold air is really supposed to, we're supposed to get just some snow showers. But I understand, up around the Green Bay, central Wisconsin, they got blizzard warning, and Green Bay, they're calling for a possibility of about 2.5 to 3 feet of snow.
Yeah, the last I saw was that we could get 4 inches of snow at least. I mean, we'll get into some of that thunderstorm severe weather that you have there in Freeport, but it sounds like the line's going to be pretty quick. In fact, they are talking about over 6 inches likely Madison north. And so that's going to kind of mess up the Jefferson Hamfest quite a bit, I would think.
Oh boy! Oh God, that's right. I forgot about that. That's this weekend. That'd be a shame if that would happen. That would really hurt really hold down the turnout. That would be the case. That's a shame. You know what we should do? If the weather gets too bad, I think the organizers should get together and maybe probably reschedule that Hamfest. That'd be a dirty rotten shame if they had to. If you had to cancel it, and if the weather would hold down the turnout.
Yeah, well, you just never know what's going to happen. They seem like they're kind of talking about the real bad winter part of the storm going later in the day. And apparently you were, even down where you are at Freeport, sounds like, they're expecting more of the thunder showers and stuff, but, and then the cold air coming down later, but, well, anyway, we'll just have to play it by ear, but, boy, this time of year, it's, one minute it's nice and spring, and the next minute we're back to winter again, so I guess that's March weather for you. Anyway, we'll let you carry on there, Jim, and thanks for letting me in here, and you have a good rest of the net, and we'll talk to you again real soon, I'm sure. KC9GCR, this is KC9YI.
Okay, Scott, sounds good, Scott. Hey, before I let you go, what are you going to be doing for the St. Patrick's Day? That's what I'm asking everybody tonight. Or is it just another day for you?
Well, we're not Irish, and we've had some tragedy on St. Patrick's Day with a family member, so it's not a real cheerful day for us.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Oh boy, terribly sorry. Okay, hey, Scott, 7-3, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Day. We'll catch you on the Green County Net this coming Sunday night.
Sounds good, Jim. Take care, and everybody pretends to be Irish, at least on St. Patrick's Day. So, but anyway, you have a good St. Patrick's Day there. KC9GCR, this is KC9YI. I'll be clear.
The late great Mayor Richard J. Daly of Chicago said everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Scott, have a good evening. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun. At least you're not a late check-in or whatever, early bird, so with that. Catch you on Sunday night. KC9GCR, 7-3.
73, and take care. KC9YI, clear.
Okay, do we have any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Please go on.
KC9GCR, W9BL.
W9BL. Hey, Rob, what's going on with you?
Not too much. I thought I'd come down here. I got a couple things I'm doing over in the little workshop of mine, and working on my railroad stuff, and thought I'd jump on here. I had it turned on and was listening to you for a little bit. So good to hear you, Jimmy. Good to hear everyone out there, and good copy on everyone, and on the chilly side again tonight. Wow, that wind was something else, wasn't it? Anyhow, good to hear you, Jimmy. W9BL, back to you.
Sounds good. Yeah, I went to Walgreens to get some bars of soap there, and on the way home there, that wind really, I was facing that wind that really pushed me quite a few times. I finally got a ride home from somebody, but that was good there. But yeah, I'm asking everybody, what are you going to be doing for like St. Patrick's Day that's coming up, or Tuesday, or is it just another day for you?
Believe it or not, my daughter and her husband are coming up from Knoxville, Tennessee to spend the weekend, and they're going back on midweek. They're going back on Wednesday. They're on spring break down there. They're both teachers. So anyhow, they're coming up, and Dan wants to go in and see Chicago. And I thought, well, you really want to see Chicago? We'll go down there on Tuesday and see St. Pat's. Now tomorrow morning they're the river green. So I'm not sure if we're going on Tuesday or Monday. We got some snow coming in, so we're going to take the train though. So it's not a big deal. We just hop over onto Elgin there or Woodstock and jump the train going in there. So, but yeah, that's what we're doing. Whether we go in or not, we'll probably be at a pub somewhere in the area. That's about it here, Jimmy. How about you, WNIBL?
St. Patrick's Day is just going to be another day for me. I wear a green shirt, but that's it. I don't drink. I don't eat Irish cooking. I don't even like corned beef and cabbage. And I'm Irish too, and that's not even Irish. It originated in Germany. I just mentioned that during the net here a few minutes ago.
Okay, all right. Sorry I didn't hear that, but very good. All right. Well, continue on with your net there. We don't drink either. My wife will have some wine now and then, but I kind of gave up the beer and all that jazz. So I'll have a Diet Coke or something. But I know Dan, he'll have a brewski of some sort. So our daughter Margie, she usually has some kind of drink of some sort. So anyhow, continue on. We'll be listening, and hopefully we can jump back in if you call again. So WNIBL, back to you.
Sounds good, Rob. Thanks for checking in. You have a good week. We'll hear you tomorrow night on the Saturday Evening Right Tune Net. Talk at 8 o'clock. Talk to you later, Celebrities. Thanks for checking in. Case on G-Show. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Please go now.
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway.
KE9N, good evening, Kurt. What's going on with you?
Hey, not too much, Jimmy. Just been a little busy at work this week, and I was watching TV, and I thought, I need to come in and check into the net and see what's going on in your end. But everything is fine here. That wind, it kind of blew my hair all away. I looked in the mirror, and I didn't look that way this morning.
I was just telling Rob, I was coming over from Walgreens. I went to get some bars of soap there, and I was facing that wind. That wind was pushing me backward. I finally ended up getting a ride. Somebody picked me up and brought me home. But oh yeah, that was something else. When I went to Walgreens, there was even a tree that bowed down even onto their parking lot.
It was windy, boy, I'll tell you, it was really gusty last night and this morning, but everything was fine. We didn't happen to have anything get blown away or blown down or whatever, but I was talking to one guy who lives up in Broadhead, and let's see, it would be today was the day when you were supposed to take out your recycling, and all those recycling bins got blown down, and there's just stuff all over the neighborhood.
Oh boy, I can definitely believe that. That's for sure. And you know what? I had forgotten. I never gave it a thought. Tonight was the rah-rah meeting. That's their virtual meeting.
Oh, I know. And that's why I figured, just to let you know, if you didn't get a lot of check-ins or something like that, that they had a virtual meeting going on tonight.
Yeah, I understand. You know what they ought to, that's something the board should consider, maybe some of the membership could consider, maybe having on-air meetings, like they did that a few years ago during the virus, during the pandemic there, but if you run past 8 o'clock, I don't mind it at all. Nobody's going to Friday night. Nobody's going anywhere. Maybe something to consider. Maybe having an on-air meeting for the rah-rah meeting.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I do remember when we did that during COVID-19, because you couldn't go anywhere. You didn't want to go anywhere. And yeah, you're right. We did do that. Well, that's something else to consider then too. Anyhow, I wanted to check in, say hello, and say hello to everyone else. I'll let you go, Jimmy, and I'll be standing by. KC9GCR, KE9N.
Okay, Kurt, sounds good. Hey, thanks for checking in. 70, thanks for checking in. I don't know if Dean will check in or not. We'll see what happens. Thanks. Hey, I forgot. What are you doing St. Patrick's Day?
I don't think I'm doing anything special. I don't know, maybe we'll have corned beef and cabbage. Although, is that right that really didn't come from the Irish? Is that right?
That is very true. It did not originate from the Irish. It originated in Germany. Well, I'll tell you, several years ago I was watching the History Channel. What happened in New York City, in Manhattan? Let's see. The Irish, their main dish was bacon and cabbage. One time they ran out of bacon, so they went over to their German and Jewish neighbors and borrowed the corned beef. That's how this corned beef and cabbage thing really got started. In Ireland itself, they don't even eat corned beef and cabbage.
Isn't it amazing when you find out the origins of what we take as the truth, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but you come to find out with the origin of everything that it really wasn't that way.
Yeah, like I said, that also originated in Germany too. Well, just like chop suey, everybody thinks it's Chinese. No, it is not Chinese. I think that originated in Italy, if I remember. I remember I was watching. Let's see, I think it was Destination Tokyo, World War II movie about the submarine sending out information about the bombing of Tokyo, and Jimmy Doolittle, Colonel Doolittle, I don't know who played him in that movie, but he said, when you get to China, don't order chop suey. That's not Chinese.
Hey, go figure. Well, anyhow, there's a lot of things that way that we think it started, certain places, and you come to find out it really didn't. I think that part of history is kind of real interesting. Anyhow, I'll let you go, Jimmy, and I'll be listening then. KC9GCR, KE9N.
Okay, Kurt, sounds good. Thanks for checking in. Enjoy your evening. Maybe we'll hear you on the Saturday Evening Rag Tune that tomorrow night. Thanks for checking in.
Okay, see you later.
You bet. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Many years ago on public television, they used the Frugal Gourmet. That was Jeff Smith. Used to do a lot of cooking there. It was on Sunday, late Sunday afternoons, and we watched it on Channel 21 on Madison, WHA-TV. He did a show on Irish cooking, and he came on and said, "No, I'm not cooking corned beef and cabbage." He even said that's not Irish. So, okay. Any more stations wishing to check in, please call now. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do my normal stuff that we do here. We're going to do the, let's see. We're going to do the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, DMR, FT8, GMRS. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to bring them before the net. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Anybody have any technical questions they'd like to bring before the net? Okay. Well, let's do the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. Did you make any DX reports? Well, I did. I made 2 of them this past Sunday. By the way, before I get into this, it was exactly 9 years ago today that Gene Duncan, W9GD, passed away. He was a very faithful checker of the Friday Night Fun Net. He checked it almost every week, and he always gave a DX report, what have you. When he passed away, some of you may remember, I did a special edition of the Friday Night Fun Net devoted entirely to him. And as a result, I started a new segment which we still continue today. We called it the W9GD Gene Duncan DX Corner. But later on, we changed it to just the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. So that's about it. But Gene Duncan gets all the credit in the world for this mentioning all that had his DX traffic that he mentioned during the net. I called him the king of DX, and he was too. Okay, let me reset. My first contact was on March 8th, this past Sunday, at 14.276 megahertz. November 1, India Papa. In New Hampshire, he was giving me 7.0. Second contact was on the 14.307 megahertz at 22:53 hours. Kilo Papa for Mike in South Carolina. And he was giving me 7.0. Those are my only 2 DX contacts I made this Sunday and this week. This coming Sunday, you get the Wisconsin QSO party. It will take place on 40 meters. They'll get underway at 12 noon, and they'll get done at 7 p.m. this coming Sunday evening. Then the Wisconsin QSO party, if you want to make any contacts. I believe there will be a station in Rock County who will be participating in that too. Okay, does anybody have any DX reports that they'd like to pass along? Okay, everybody stand by while I clean out my desk. This desk is a mess here. Hold on. Okay, now we'll go into the swap net. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be related to objects of ramp, radio, or computers. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of stuff. You may mention price over the air, but any handling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Anybody have any swap net traffic you'd like to pass along at this time? Well, being done, so I'm just going to go ahead and give my swap net traffic. Well, that's traffic you'd heard before. But I said I would mention it until I find out whether this stuff has been sold there. John, Case 9 OBJ in McConnell has for sale an ICOM 7300 HF radio. He's asking $800 for it, but that's the starting price. He's willing to negotiate the price, but he's not going to go down too far. You may call or text John at area code 815-821-4119 Area code 815-821-4193. If you're interested in ICOM 7300 HF radio. This is K-Sign GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD repeat and route for transferring from Friday Night Fun Net Center in Freeport. Do we have any more stations you'd like to check in? Please go now. Okay, continuing on. Norm, K-Sign NBN here in Freeport has for sale an Amtron 811 800 watt 4-tube amp. He's asking, starting price is $800, but the price is negotiable. You may call Norm at area code 815-541-1417. Area code 815-541-1417. If you're interested in an Amtron 811 800 watt 4-tube amplifier. Dan Richard, N9CO in Belvedere has for sale a Diamond X 200A dual band antenna. It's brand new, never been used, never even been taken out of the box. He's asking $100 for it. If you're interested, give Richard a call at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. If you're interested in a Diamond X 200A dual band antenna. Like I said, it's brand new, never even been taken out of the box. Richard N9CO is asking $100 for it. Give him a call at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on out. Okay, well, I'll read another one of the recipes. This is from the Irish Marching Society. This is a traditional cookbook put out by the Irish Marching Society in Rockford. Here's the recipe for a minute steak stew from Dory Conway. 4 or 6 minute steaks, 2 tablespoon or teaspoon of flour, 2 tablespoon or teaspoon butter, 1 tablespoon or teaspoon onions, finely chopped. 1 8-ounce canned tomato sauce, 1 canned vegetables and liquid of vegetables, 4 to 6 potatoes, cooked and chopped. Flour steaks, Heat butter in skillet until bubbling. Add meat and brown well on all sides. Stir the remaining ingredients. Cover skillet and simmer 10 to 12 minutes. That's your recipe for minute steak stew from Dorsey, Conway. All right. Okay. One moment, please. All right. Recipe for ginger pudding. That's from Ireland. 1/2 pound flour, one half teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon ground ginger, buttermilk, 1 teaspoon soft ground brown sugar, 3 ounce margarine, 2 large teaspoons golden syrup. Measure the dry ingredients into a bowl, crushing the lumps from the baking soda. Rub in the margarine. Mix to a stiff consistency with the golden syrup and buttermilk. Turn into a greased pudding bowl and steam for 2 1/2 hours. Serve with syrup or a sweet white sauce. There's your recipe for ginger pudding from Ireland. Now, are there any more stations like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please phone now.
KE9COB, Mark.
KE9COB, good evening, Mark. What's going on with you?
Oh, not much. I just got home. Had a late dinner with my, one of my sons. Enjoyed the time.
That is good. That's definitely good to hear. But what did you have, by the way?
Oh, I had a steak dinner.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Okay, I had forgotten there was I never gave it a thought there was a rah-rah meeting tonight, so that explains this whole turnout. But, okay, I'm asking everybody, what are you planning on doing for St. Patrick's Day? Or is it just another day for you?
Well, they tell me I'm actually Irish, ancestry back to Ireland. One of my uncles sometime back traced it. I am Irish, but it was so long ago, nobody remembers getting off the boat. That was many generations ago. It's just another day to me. Back to you.
That's the way it is with me too, Mark, and I'm Irish too. I'll probably wear one of my green shirts, but that'll be about it. I don't drink. I don't eat any Irish cooking. I don't like corned beef and cabbage, and anyway, that's not Irish. We'll put it that way.
Well, I don't care what it is actually, 'cause I like it. But I don't eat it because of the Irish. I eat it because I like it. It's pretty easy to find on St. Patrick's Day, though.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. I'm glad you do. So, okay, it's been so far. It's been a pretty slow night. So that's what's going on.
Well, the only thing that is absolute is things change. I imagine some Friday night fun nets will be more occupied than others. More check-ins, less check-ins. It'll vary.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I never gave it a thought about the rah-rah meeting. So that explains it. Okay, Mark. Hey, thanks for checking in.
Anytime, Jimmy. Anytime. KC9GCR, KE9COB. I'm still listening.
Okay. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. This is KC9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD Repair in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Any more stations wishing to check in, please call now. Okay, this is a recipe for Irish coffee. This is from again, these recipes are from the Irish Marching Society. It's a traditional cookbook published by the Irish Marching Society in Rockford. But here's a recipe for Irish coffee from Kathy Kehoe. 2 sugar cubes, 2 jiggers hot coffee, 2 jiggers Irish whiskey, large dab whipped cream. Pour the coffee over the sugar to dissolve it and stir well. Add the whiskey. Top off with the whipped cream. Do not stir. That's a recipe for Irish coffee from Kathy Kehoe. Oh boy. Oh, I'll read this one. This is Irish whiskey punch from Kathy Kehoe. Okay. 1 jigger Irish whiskey, 1 1/2 teaspoon brown sugar, cloves to taste, sliced lemon, boiling water. Warm a glass goblet and put in the brown sugar with enough boiling water to dissolve it. Add the whiskey, cloves, and sliced lemon. Add more boiling water to fill the goblet. It's traditional. Here's your recipe for Irish whiskey punch. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, here's a recipe for donuts from the Nell Kehoe. 6 ounces of flour, 1 ounce margarine, 2 ounces caster sugar, 1 heaped teaspoon baking powder, 1 egg, and milk. Rub margarine into the flour and add sugar and baking powder. Mix to a stiff dough with the beaten egg and roll out 1/4 thick. Cut in rings using 2 cutters. Fry in hot, deep fat until golden brown, turning frequently. Drain on paper and dust with sugar. There's your recipes for donuts from Nell Kehoe. Okay. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call KC9GCR. Do we have any more stations? I'd like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time. Please call now. Well, you know what? I think we got we got a little more than a good half hour yet. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to do the Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. By the way, BE testing session here in Freeport will take place on Saturday, April 11th at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library. More information, we'll do that later on. But let's do Friday Night Fun Trivia. This is for the benefit of those who are getting their first-hand radio license, or maybe we're going to be upgrading. All right. All right. I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions every week, so bear with me here. I read that question last week. Oh, here's one. I'm sure I didn't read this. First question. Which of the following describes a linked repeater network? A network of repeaters in which signals received by one repeater are transmitted by all the repeaters in the network. B, a single repeater with more than one receiver. C, multiple repeaters with the same control operator. D, a system of repeaters linked by APRS. Which of the following describes a linked repeaters network? A network of repeaters in which signals received by one repeater are transmitted by all the repeaters in the network. B, a single repeater with more than one receiver. C, multiple repeaters with the same control operator. D, a system of repeaters linked by APRS. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay, which of the following describes a linked repeater system? The correct answer is A alpha, a network of repeaters in which signals received by one repeater are transmitted by all the repeaters in the network. Repeaters can also be linked to other repeaters. That is, they share the signals each receives and retransmit them. This extends the coverage of any single repeater. Ham radio license manual page 6-12. Okay, what is the purpose of a squelch function? A, reduce the CW transmitter's key clicks. B, mute the receiver audio when a signal is not present. C, eliminate parasitic oscillations in an RF amplifier. D, reduce interference from impulse noise. What is the purpose of a squelch function? A, reduce the CW transmitter's key clicks. B, mute the receiver audio when the signal is not present. C, eliminate the parasitic oscillators in an RF amplifier. D, reduce interference from impulse noise. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
A0SDZ.
Go ahead, Bill.
Well, that's easy, isn't it? It's B as in Bravo.
You are correct, Bill. You are correct. What is the purpose of a squelch function? The correct answer is B, Bravo. Mute the receiver audio when a signal is not present. The squelch circuit, sometimes called carrier squelch in parentheses, mutes the receiver's audio output when no signal is present. Ham radio license manual, page 5-8. Also, Bill, you might want to turn your other radio down, as I'm picking up an echo there with your transmission. But thanks for participating. Glad to know you're still listening. All right. That's a dead giveaway. I'm not reading that one. trying to avoid reading the same questions every week there. Otherwise, people will get bored and they won't want to participate. All right. All right, hold on. Okay, what information is contained in the preamble of a formal traffic message? A, the email address of the originating station. B, the address of the intended recipient. C, the telephone number of the addressee. D, information needed to track the message. What information is contained in the preamble of a formal traffic message? A, the email address of the originating station. B, the address of the intended recipient. C, the telephone number of the addressee. D, information needed to track the message. Anybody care to answer this question? Okay, what information is contained in the preamble of a formal traffic message? The correct answer is D, Delta. Information needed to track the message. The explanation is so long, I'm not even going to bother to read it, so we're going to move on. Okay, which of the following conductors is preferred for bonding at RF? A, copper braid removed from a coaxial cable. B, steel wire. C, twisted pair cable. D, flat copper strap. Which of the following conductors is preferred for bonding at RF? A, copper braid removed from coaxial cable. B, steel wire. C, twisted pair cable. D, flat copper strap. Anybody have the correct answer to this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I think it's flat copper strap.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. Which of the following conductors is preferred for bonding at RF? The correct answer is D, Delta, flat copper strap. Use short wire conductors such as copper flashing or strap or heavy solid wire number 8 AWG or larger. Solid strap is best because it presents the lower impedance to RF. Hammer license manual page 9-6. Before I continue, do we have any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? You're coming over to Friday Night Fish Fry, Steak Fry, Grocery Shopping, or the show. You just turned your radio on, or you've been copying the mail for the last hour and 35 minutes. This is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun that we're in the region. Without traffic, please call K-Sun GCR.
K9ASH.
K9ASH. Good evening, Dwayne. What's going on with you?
Good evening, Jimmy. Just got settled in for the night. Just got everybody put to bed. Thought I'd turn the radio on, and the net was still going, so I heard your trivia questions a little bit, so I thought I'd check in. So other than that, not a whole lot going on. Just waiting for the big snow to come, I guess. But other than that, nothing else is going on my end.
Yeah, that's good. We don't get done here till shortly after 10 o'clock, so sounds good. Hey, what are you going to be doing for St. Patrick's Day this coming Tuesday, or is it just a normal day for you?
Well, my family's not Irish. We don't have any Irish heritage, so I might wear a green shirt during the day, but it's a normal work day for me, so I have to work in the afternoon. So it's probably going to be more just like a normal day, but maybe I'll take the kids, we'll take the kids to get like a shamrock shake or something. But other than that, I'm really not going to do much. Like I said, I have to go to work, so it'll probably be more of a normal day. Not even, I think the parade, I think, is tomorrow in Rockford. We're not going to make it to that either.
They'll have highlights of it on the local newscasts at 5, 6, or 10 o'clock, so don't worry about it. So that sounds good. I'm just going to wear a green shirt Tuesday. I'm Irish, yet I don't drink. I don't eat Irish cooking. I don't even like corned beef and cabbage, and that's not even Irish. Dwayne, thank you for checking in.
Yeah, I'm not a big corned beef and cabbage person either. So, yep, I won't be eating any of that stuff on my end. Yep, I'll be listening in, and maybe if I can guess the correct answer, I'll jump in here on your trivia. K9ASH, back to net.
Okay, sounds good. We'll be going at this for a while. Thanks. Okay. Thanks for checking. Like I said, well, corned beef and cabbage originate in Germany. It's not originated in Ireland. All right. Okay, sounds good. All right. Okay. I read this question last week. I'm not going to read it again. All right. Oh, boy. Some of these questions I think I've already read before. I'm not reading that one either. Jeez. Okay. Which of the following is accurately representative in electrical schematics? A. Wire lengths. B. Physical appearance of components. C. Component connections. D. All of these choices are correct. Which of the following is accurately representative in electrical schematics? A. Wire lengths. B. Physical appearance of components. C. Component connections. D. All of these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, which of the following is accurately represented in electrical schematics? Correct answer, C, Charlie. Component connections. A schematic does not illustrate the actual physical layout of a circuit. It only shows how the components are connected electrically. The lines drawn from a component to component represent those electrical connections. Each line does not necessarily correspond to a physical wire. It just indicates that an electrical connection exists between whatever it is at each end of the line. Enumerate the lines in manual page 3-14. All right. I'm not reading that again. Just a minute. Oh, I read these questions too. One moment, please. Okay, I don't think I read this question in a while. Which of the following causes failure of coaxial cables? A. Moisture contamination. B. Solder flux contamination. C. Rapid fluctuation in transmitter output power. D. Operation at 100% duty cycle for an extended period. Which of the following causes failure of coaxial cables? A. Moisture contamination. B. Solder flux contamination. C. Rapid fluctuation in transmitter output power. D, operation at 100% duty cycle for an extended period. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KE9COB.
Go ahead, Mark.
I'm going with moisture.
You are correct, Mark. You are correct. Which of the following causes failure of coaxial cables? Correct answer is A, alpha, moisture contamination. Water in coaxial cable degrades the effectiveness of the braided shield and dramatically increases losses. Nicks, cuts, and scrapes can all breach the jacket of coaxial cable, allowing moisture contamination. The most common cause of coaxial cable failures. AM radio license manual, page 4-17. And this is Case 9G Star, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD repeater in Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. Do we have any more stations that like to check in this time? Please call now. I'm going through here. I don't know how many you use communicate with satellites. I don't think very many, so I think I'll just skip these questions and move on there. All right. That's a dead giveaway. I'm not going to read that one either. All right. Okay. What is an amateur radio station that connects other amateur stations to the internet? A, a gateway. B, a repeater. C, a digipeater. D, a beacon. What is an amateur radio station that connects other amateur stations to the internet? A, a gateway. B, a repeater. C, a digipeater. D, a beacon. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I think it's a gateway.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. What is an amateur radio station that connects other amateur stations to the internet? Correct answer is A, alpha, a gateway. A gateway is a special kind of digital station that provides a connection to the internet via an amateur radio. Most gateways are set up to forward messages. The most common examples are APRS gateways and the WinLink RMS stations. Ham radio license manual, page 5-15. Alright, find another one here. Yeah. One moment please, hold on. Alright. Okay, what are the toughest questions in the Tech General and Extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. Those of you listening, those of you who are about to receive your first ham radio license, someday you're going to be involved in a tower climbing expedition. You're either going to be climbing the tower itself or you're going to be part of the ground crew. This next question, which I'm about to read, if you get this question right at a VE testing session near you, this might be your way of, this might be that question that you get it right, you get your ticket. So, okay, here we go. Which of the following is an important safety rule to remember when using a crank-up tower? A, this type of tower must never be painted. B, this type of tower must never be grounded. C, This type of tower must not be climbed unless it is retracted or mechanical safety locking devices have been installed. D. All of these choices are correct. Which of the following is an important safety rule to remember when using a crank-up tower? A. This type of tower must never be painted. B. This type of tower must never be grounded. C. This type of tower must not be climbed unless it is retracted or mechanical safety locking devices have been installed. D. All of these choices are correct. You tower climbers should know the correct answer to this question by heart. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
K9ASH.
Go ahead, Dwayne.
It's going to be C. Charlie.
You are correct, Dwayne. You are correct. Which of the following is an important safety rule to remember when using a crank-up tower? Correct answer is C. Charlie. This type of tower must not be climbed unless it is retracted or mechanical safety locking devices have been installed. Crank-up towers must be fully retracted or mechanical safety locking devices must have been installed. Never climb a crank-up tower supported only by the cable that supports these sections. Ham Radio License Manual, page 9-19. Okay. Alright, I'll tell you what before we continue, any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go now. Okay, I'll tell you what. I have an old ARRL extra Q&A book. That was from July 1st, 2020 and June 30th, 2024. So I don't know. Some of these questions might still be good even in the current edition. But I'm gonna see if anybody knows the answers to these questions or not. Just for the heck of it. All right, let's see. I'll see if I can find the question here. See if anybody knows the correct answer to it. All right. One moment, please. We'll find it. We'll see how many of you know this one. What is the highest modulation index permitted at the highest modulation frequency for angle modulation below 29.0 megahertz? A. 0.5. B. 1.0. 3. I'm going to read this again. What is the highest modulation index permitted at the highest modulation frequency for angle modulation between below 29.0 megahertz? A. 0.5. B. 1.0. C. 2.0. D. 3.0. What is the highest modulation index permitted at the highest modulation frequency for angle modulation below 29.0 megahertz? A. 0.5. B. 1.0. C. 2.0. D. 3.0. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, like I said, don't pay any attention, folks. This is an old extra class Q&A book. What is the highest modulation index permitted at the highest modulation frequency for angle modulation below 29.0 megahertz? Correct answer is 3 Bravo 1.0. Higher modulation indexes result in wider signal bandwidths that are necessary for good amateur practice. All right. This is K-Sign GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD repeating Rockford, transferring from Friday Night Fun Net Central area Freeport. Do we have any more stations who wish to check in? Please call now. Okay. I think these questions are still in effect today. I'm going to read this one anyway. To which of the following examinees may a VE not administer an examination? A. Employees of the VE. B. Friends of the VE. C. Relatives of the VE as listed in the FCC rules. D. All of these choices are correct. To which of the following examinees may a VE not administer an examination? A. Employees of the VE. B. Friends of the VE. C. Relatives of the VE as listed in the FCC rules. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KE9 COB. I'm going to go with the last one.
I'll tell you what, Mark. Sorry, that's not correct. But hey, thanks for trying. Like I said, this is from an old book. Don't worry about it.
Believe me, I won't worry about it. Oops.
Okay, anybody else want to give it a shot? Okay, here we go. To which of the following examinees may a VE not administer an examination? Correct answer, C. Charlie. Relatives of the VE as listed in the FCC rules. Part 97 only restricts VEs from administering examinations to close relatives. It defines these as a spouse, children, grandchildren, stepchildren, parents, grandparents, step-parents, brothers, sisters, stepbrothers, stepsisters, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, and in-laws. All right. Okay. I think that's going to do it for Friday Night Fun Net Trivia for this week. Thank you everybody for participating. Remember, folks, this is all in fun. Okay. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, all right, at the present time, I'm going to run down the list of all the other nets we have in the area. In about 5 minutes, at 10 o'clock, you got the Night Watch net. That is held on let's see here. Well, you can, the closest repeater you would be 440.950. Well, 443.750 repeater in Chicago. PL 114.8, or you can pick it up on Chad's repair at 440.950. The PL of 123.0. They'll be getting underway in about 5 minutes. So I'm assuming that there is a net. Sometimes on Friday nights they don't have a net at all. They get together at their local watering holes in Chicago, and sometimes there's no one around to do the net. Well, you know how that goes. Don't forget tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on this repair, you got the Saturday evening rag chew net. I don't know who net control will be. Sunday evenings, you got the Big Thunder Hams Radio Club net, which meets on the, one moment please. This coming Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on 3.905 megahertz, 80 meters lower side band, the Illinois statewide areas net will take place. This time they'll start down in southern Illinois and they'll work their way up. The last net control station you hear before the net closes down at 5 o'clock will be Lloyd KB98PW down in Sterling. They called in the district by counties like Starks, Stevenson, what have you. I'm repeating the last two segments, and Whiteside and Winnebago and what have you. So, okay. Illinois statewide areas net, first and third Sundays of the month, 4:30 p.m. on 3.905 megahertz, 80 meters up lower sideband. I think probably starting in next month, I think they'll switch to 7.227 megahertz and 40 meters. Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on the 147.375 repeated in Belvedere, you got the Big Thunder Amps Radio Club net. Then at 7:30 p.m. you got the Green County Aries Races net, which meets on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe. At 7 p.m. tomorrow evening, you got 7 p.m. Monday evening, I should say. Got the Monday Night Rah-Rah Info net, which meets on this repeater. At 8 p.m., you got the Lee County Aries Races net, which meets on 146.970 repeater in Dixon. At 8:30 p.m., you got the Kishwaukee Amps Radio Club net, which meets on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb. Tuesday evenings, you got the Tuesday evening net, which meets at 7 p.m. on this repeater. Also at 7:30 p.m. you got the Rock County Public Service net, which meets on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville. At 8:30 p.m. On the 147.165 repeater, you got the Ogle County and Hams net. It's a brief net that runs about 10 minutes, and you'll switch over to 146.595 simplex for a brief simplex net. Then after they get done, they'll go back to the 165 repair for the 9 p.m. Aries Skywarn net. There was no simplex net this past Tuesday due to the severe weather that went through the area. Wednesday evenings, we got the Wednesday evening chat net on this repeater at 7 p.m. Also at 7 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, we got the Wednesday evening Stevens County Aries net. And then at 7:30 p.m. you got the Greater Boyd Amps Radio Club net, which meets on 147.120 repeater. Then at 8 p.m., one moment please. 8 p.m. we have the Wednesday evening swap net here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, on the W9XC repair in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at? Lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. At this time, the Winnebago County dispatch radioing all the corrections officers. Lockdown. Time to secure the jail. Time to put the jailbirds to bed. Nighty night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Okay, let's continue on with the nets here. Let's see. Thursday evening, you got the Winnebago County Skywarn train that was meets at 7 p.m. on the 147.195 repeater. The Then Chad, the WI9HF has his Bradford Prairie Roundtable net on the 440.950 repeater at in Janesville at 10 p.m. Okay. Okay, the senile net meets every day Monday through Friday between the hours of 1400 and 1500 hours Zulu or 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. local time on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with tough WD9BB as net control operator. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. If you're a member of any ham radio club, by all means support your local club. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun net, please call now. Okay, I'm going to do my honorary check-ins now. These are people, sometimes they check in, sometimes they don't, sometimes they just listen. One of the best guys in the whole world, he doesn't check in every Friday night, but he listens every Friday night. Richard, N9GO in Belvedere. Give him a call, area code 815-547-8686 if you want that antenna. Okay, I also got Justin, K9FEO, he's checked in. Let's see. Okay, I got Dean, K9FLO, he's checked in. All right. I got K9KGT, Larry and Robert, king of CW. He's checked in. Let's see. Oh yeah. EC9, JZ, Mike, HC honorary chicken. And I got chicken Doug. KE9, CNS, who's on vacation in New Mexico visiting his sister. And hope he has a wonderful time there, and hopefully he returns home safely. So, all right. Okay, now I'll do my Stevens County check-ins there. N9WSQ, I'll see him tomorrow at our Repeater Association meeting. George, our club president, N9 RPN, Mel, the trustee of the Repeater. Let's see, W9MSL, Win Report, TD9, OBJ, Win, HC honorary check-in, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and check in 10. T9T, HC for honorary check-in. I'm going to check in his better half. T9BWL, okay, he's checked in. Kim is checked in, okay. Oh, I gotta check this guy. AH2I, Brad. The brains behind the Friday Night Fun Net. He's the one that really, we give credit to him. He's the one that really came up with the idea. So I got 30 check-ins overall. Any more stations wishing to check in, please call now. Well, folks, I want to tell you what. I want to thank everybody for checking in. I think I'm going to close down this net, good net tonight. Low turnout. Of course, I had no idea about the rah-rah meeting. I completely forgot about it. My apologies. Okay. Be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, and aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your in-laws, your grandparents, neighbors, across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the checkout the counter at your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Especially when you celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Mention to them about the Friday Night Fun Net. And let me hear you say. Okay, be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your post office when you go buy your stamps, your mail letters, or pick up your mail. Be sure you tell your bank cashier, your tellers at your local banks when you buy your cash your checks and withdraw money, put money in the bank. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your used car dealer, your new car dealer, your garage mechanic. And be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, and your rabbis, your members of your local PTA or PTO. Okay, be sure you tell your parole officer, divorce lawyer, or probation officer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, of course, your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. The more check-ins, the better the net. Make sure you have a valid FCC license before you check in. Sorry, folks, we do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. You sit in the knee. If you take a knee, sit in the clubhouse or clench your fist when the national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. If you don't back the blue, we don't take your check-ins. That's just plain old all there is to it. One moment, please.
'73 Jimmy, this is K0SDZ, checking out from the Youth Crisis Center here.
Okay, Bill, thanks for checking in. 7-3. Have a good K9G Shark. Good night. Okay, there being no further business, this is the last call for any station you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region. Withdraw traffic, please call K9GCR. Last call for ratchet jaw. On behalf of myself, I wish you and yours a happy St. Patrick's Day. Have a good time. Don't drink and drive. Hope you have a designated driver to take you home from your celebration. Okay, this concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, March 13, 2024, with an unofficial count of 30 check-ins. I'm now going to close down this net and return the repeater and the frequency to a normal and apt radio use at 9:11 p.m. Central Standard Time, or 10:11 Central Daylight Time, or let's see, 3 hours, 11 minutes Zulu time, depending on your time preference, and return the repeater and the frequency to normal apt radio use. 7-3, everybody, this is K9G Shar. Wish you all a very pleasant good night and happy St. Patrick's Day to all.